Football history is shaped not only by goals, trophies, and moments of brilliance, but by connections, rare relationships between minds that understand the game in the same language. Few modern partnerships reflect this truth better than the bond between Pep Guardiola and Rodri. One is a visionary coach obsessed with structure and control. The other is the calm, commanding presence who brings those ideas to life on the pitch. Together, they represent the perfect fusion of philosophy and execution. In an era dominated by speed, chaos, and constant transitions, Pep Guardiola and Rodri stand for something different: order, intelligence, and balance. Guardiola's football is built on domination through possession and positioning, while Rodri operates as the axis around which everything turns. When they work together, matches slow down for their team and become suffocatingly difficult for opponents. It is football played with the mind as much as the feet. What makes their partnership truly special is trust. Pep Guardiola does not give responsibility lightly, yet Rodri has earned a level of freedom and authority that only the most intelligent players receive. Rodri is not just following instructions, is interpreting the game in real time, making decisions that reflect Guardiola's principles without needing constant guidance. In many ways, Rodri is Guardiola's ideas made human on the field. Their journey together has produced historic success. League titles, domestic dominance, European glory, and record-breaking seasons have all followed. But beyond trophies, Pep and Rodri have shaped an identity that values patience over panic, control over chaos, and intelligence over impulse. This is a story not just about winning, but about how winning is achieved. This video explores the shared journey of Pep Guardiola and Rodri, what they have in common, what they bring to a team, how their football minds align, and why their partnership stands as one of the defining collaborations of modern football. It is a story of vision, discipline, and a shared belief that football, at its highest level, is an art of control. Rodrigo Hernandez Casconti was born on June 22, 1996, in Madrid, Spain. He grew up in a modest, football-loving environment where discipline and education were strongly emphasized. Unlike many young footballers, Rodri balanced his sporting ambitions with academic pursuits, a habit that would later define his thoughtful and analytical approach to the game. From an early age, he showed an exceptional understanding of space, movement, and positioning, qualities that hinted at his future role in midfield. Rodri began his football journey at Atletico Madrid's youth academy, where his talent quickly became evident. However, due to concerns about his physical development at the time, Atletico released him as a teenager, a setback that could have ended many careers. Instead, it became a turning point. Rodri joined Villarreal CF, where he matured both physically and mentally. At Villarreal, he studied business administration while developing his footballing intelligence, earning a reputation as a calm, technically gifted midfielder with remarkable tactical awareness. He made his professional debut for Villarreal in 2015, gradually earning a starting role. His performances in La Liga stood out not for flashy skills, but for consistency, discipline, and composure under pressure. Rodri became the anchor of Villarreal's midfield, showcasing exceptional passing accuracy, defensive positioning, and leadership far beyond his years. His ability to read the game and control tempo attracted attention from Europe's biggest clubs. In 2018, Atletico Madrid re-signed Rodri, recognizing the mistake of letting him go. Under Diego Simeone, Rodri refined the defensive aspects of his game while maintaining technical excellence. He quickly became a vital part of Atletico's midfield, helping the team maintain balance between aggressive defending and structured possession. His single season back at Atletico confirmed him as one of Spain's most promising midfielders. The summer of 2019 marked a defining moment in Rodri's career when Manchester City, managed by Pep Guardiola, signed him as a replacement for Fernandinho. Moving to the Premier League posed a new challenge, but Rodri adapted quickly. Guardiola molded him into the perfect pivot for City's possession-based system. Over time, Rodri became the tactical heart of the team, dropping between defenders, controlling transitions, and dictating the rhythm of matches. Rodri's influence at Manchester City grew season by season. He became known for his reliability, rarely missing matches, and maintaining elite performance levels across domestic and international competitions. His positional discipline allowed City's attackers freedom, while his defensive intelligence shielded the back line. He also developed a reputation for scoring crucial goals from outside the box and in decisive moments, the pinnacle of Rodri's club career came in the 2020-23 season when he scored the winning goal in the UEFA Champions League final, securing Manchester City's first-ever Champions League title. That historic goal cemented his legacy at the club and played a crucial role in City achieving a continental treble, winning the Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League in the same season. He followed this success with additional domestic titles and international trophies, including the FIFA Club World Cup. On the international stage, Rodri became a cornerstone of the Spanish national team. After progressing through Spain's youth teams, he established himself as the senior team's midfield leader. His intelligence, calmness, and tactical discipline made him indispensable. In Euro 2024, Rodri played a pivotal role in Spain's triumph, dominating midfield battles throughout the tournament and earning the Player of the Tournament award for his exceptional performances. Rodri's consistency reached historic levels during this period, with long unbeaten streaks when he was on the pitch, a testament to his influence on team success. His performances in both club and international football led to global recognition, culminating in him winning the Ballon d'Or, making him the first defensive midfielder in decades to claim football's most prestigious individual award and reaffirming his status among the game's all-time greats. Off the pitch, Rodri is known for his humility, intelligence, and professionalism. He avoids controversy, focuses on preparation, and speaks thoughtfully about football and life. His academic background and calm personality make him a respected figure among teammates, coaches, and fans alike. Today, Rodri stands as one of the most complete midfielders in football history, a player who redefined the defensive midfield role through intelligence rather than spectacle. From a young boy released by his first club to a global icon lifting the biggest trophies in football, Rodri's journey is a masterclass in patience, resilience, and excellence. Josep Guardiola y Sala was born on January 18, 1971, in Sant Peter, Catalonia, Spain. Raised in a football-passionate region, Pep grew up surrounded by the culture and identity of FC Barcelona. From an early age, he showed exceptional intelligence, discipline, and understanding of the game rather than relying purely on physical attributes. These traits would later define both his playing and managerial careers. Pep joined FC Barcelona's youth academy, La Masia, where he was shaped by the club's philosophy of technical excellence and positional awareness. His development accelerated under the influence of Johan Cruyff, who promoted Guardiola to the first team in 1990. Cruyff saw Pep as the perfect deep-lying midfielder, the brain of the team. As a player, Guardiola became the on-field extension of Cruyff's ideas, controlling tempo, distributing the ball, and organizing play from deep positions. During his playing career at Barcelona, Guardiola won 6 La Liga titles, 1 UEFA Champions League, 2 Copa del Rey trophies, and multiple Spanish Super Cups. He captained the team and became known for his leadership, intelligence, and tactical discipline. Though not the fastest or strongest player, his understanding of space and movement made him indispensable. After leaving Barcelona in 2001, Pep played for Brescia as Roma, Al-Ahly, and Dorados de Sinaloa before retiring in 2006. These experiences exposed him to different football cultures and tactical systems, broadening his understanding of the game and quietly preparing him for a future in management. In 2007, Guardiola was appointed manager of FC Barcelona B, where he immediately impressed with his emphasis on positional play, pressing, and youth development. Just 1 year later, in 2008, he was promoted to head coach of FC Barcelona's first team, a decision that would change football history. In his very first season as manager, Guardiola led Barcelona to an unprecedented sextuple in 2009, winning La Liga, Copa del Rey, UEFA Champions League, Spanish Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup, and FIFA Club World Cup. His team, featuring players like Lionel Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, played a revolutionary style of football known as tiki-taka, based on short passing, movement, and relentless pressing. Under Guardiola, Barcelona dominated European football between 2008 and 2012, winning 3 La Liga titles, 2 Champions League trophies, and multiple domestic cups. His Barcelona side is widely regarded as one of the greatest teams in football history. Beyond trophies, Pep established a footballing blueprint that influenced clubs and national teams worldwide. After leaving Barcelona in 2012, Guardiola took a one-year sabbatical before becoming manager of Bayern Munich in 2013. At Bayern, Pep focused on tactical innovation, positional flexibility, and player development. He won 3 consecutive Bundesliga titles, domestic cups, and transformed Bayern into a more possession-dominant and versatile team. Even though Champions League success narrowly eluded him, in 2016, Guardiola joined Manchester City, marking the beginning of one of the most dominant managerial eras in English football. Pep inherited a talented squad and gradually reshaped it into a perfectly balanced machine. His City teams broke records for points, goals, and wins, redefining what dominance looks like in the Premier League. Under Guardiola, Manchester City won multiple Premier League titles, FA Cups, League Cups, and achieved historic milestones, including becoming the first English team to reach 100 points in a league season. His tactical flexibilizing inverted fullbacks, false nines, and positional rotations kept City ahead of their rivals year after year. The crowning moment of Pep's Manchester City career came in the 2020-23 season when he guided the club to a historic treble, winning the Premier League, FA Cup, and UEFA Champions League. This achievement placed Guardiola among the greatest managers of all time, making him one of the few to win multiple Champions League titles with different squads and in different eras. Beyond trophies, Guardiola is admired for developing players to elite levels. Countless footballers from midfielders to defenders and attackers have reached their peak under his guidance. His teams are known for discipline, intelligence, adaptability, and collective responsibility. Off the pitch, Pep Guardiola is known for his introspective personality, emotional honesty, and obsessive attention to detail. He constantly questions himself, studies opponents, and evolves his methods. His influence extends beyond results. He has shaped how football is coached, analyzed, and understood in the modern era. Today, Pep Guardiola stands not only as one of the most successful managers in football history, but as one of its most important thinkers. From a young boy in Catalonia to a global icon of football intelligence, Guardiola's journey is a story of vision, courage, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pep Guardiola and Rodri share a rare football bond built on intelligence, control, and trust. While one operates from the touchline and the other from the center of the pitch, their influence overlaps in philosophy and impact. Both believe that football is won through understanding space, timing, and collective discipline rather than chaos or individual brilliance alone. Their success together is not accidental, it is the result of perfect alignment between a coach's vision and a player's execution. One of the strongest things Pep Guardiola and Rodri have in common is their football intelligence. Pep was a cerebral midfielder during his playing days, and Rodri is the modern version of that role. Both read the game several steps ahead, anticipate danger before it develops, and value positioning over reckless movement. This shared understanding allows Guardiola to trust Rodri completely, giving him responsibility as the tactical anchor of the team. In terms of achievements together, Pep Guardiola and Rodri have built one of the most dominant eras in club football history at Manchester City. Together, they have won multiple Premier League titles, FA Cups, League Cups, the UEFA Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, and the FIFA Club World Cup. Their partnership reached its peak during the historic 2022-23 treble-winning season, where Guardiola's system and Rodri's execution were inseparable. Rodri's winning goal in the Champions League final symbolized their connection. Pep's philosophy delivered through Rodri's calm precision on the biggest stage. What they bring to a team is control. Guardiola designed systems that dominate possession, compress space, and suffocate opponents. Rodri is the player who makes those systems work. He acts as the team's stabilizer, predict the defense, recycling possession, slowing or accelerating play, and ensuring structure is never lost. When Rodri plays, Guardiola's teams rarely lose shape, rhythm, or emotional balance. Another major similarity is their consistency under pressure. Pep Guardiola is known for maintaining elite standards across entire seasons, often pushing teams to historic point totals and long unbeaten runs. Rodri mirrors this reliability on the pitch. His presence dramatically increases team stability And Manchester City's long unbeaten streaks with Rodri in the lineup highlight how vital he is. Both thrive in high-pressure matches, whether it's a title decider or a Champions League knockout game. Pep and Rodri also share a deep respect for discipline and responsibility. Guardiola demands positional discipline, tactical obedience, and emotional control. Rodri embodies these values perfectly. He rarely loses composure, commits unnecessary fouls, or abandons his role. Instead, he leads quietly, setting the tempo and example for teammates. This makes Rodri one of Guardiola's most trusted players, much like Sergio Busquets was at Barcelona. Their impact goes beyond trophies. Together, they have redefined the defensive midfield role in the modern game. Under Pep, Rodri is not just a ball winner, but a playmaker, organizer, and leader. He drops between center-backs, dictates build-up play, and initiates attacks, essentially acting as an on-field coach. This mirrors Guardiola's own playing days, making their partnership feel like a continuation of football ideas across generations. Finally, what truly unites Pep Guardiola and Rodri is their legacy-driven mindset. Neither is obsessed with personal spotlight. Pep focuses on collective identity and long-term dominance, while Rodri prioritizes team balance over individual glory. Even when winning the Ballon d'Or or scoring historic goals, Rodri speaks about the system, the coach, and the team, reflecting Guardiola's values perfectly. Together, Pep Guardiola and Rodri represent the ultimate football partnership, the thinker and the executor, the architect and the foundation. Their shared philosophy, combined achievements, and mutual trust have not only brought unprecedented success to Manchester City, but have also influenced how modern football is played and understood around the world. As football continues to evolve, partnerships like Pep Guardiola and Rodri remind us that true greatness is built on understanding, not noise. Their success is not driven by hype or individuality, but by clarity of purpose and mutual trust. Guardiola designs the blueprint, and Rodri ensures it never collapses. Together, they have created teams that dominate not just scorelines, but the rhythm and psychology of matches. Their legacy goes far beyond silverware. They have influenced how midfielders are developed, how teams build from the back, and how control can be the most powerful weapon in football. Young players study Rodri to learn positioning and composure. Coaches study Guardiola to understand structure and movement. Together, they have left fingerprints all over the modern game. What makes their story even more powerful is humility. Neither Pep nor Rodri chase individual spotlight. Their focus remains on the collective, on improvement, and on sustaining excellence over time. This mindset is what separates great teams from legendary ones, and why their partnership will be remembered long after the final whistle of their last match together. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Pep Guardiola and Rodri, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss more football stories like this. Let us know in the comments who you think is the most intelligent midfielder in football today, and which manager-player partnership you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching, supporting, and being part of this football journey. More iconic stories, legendary players, and unforgettable partnerships are coming, so stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep loving the beautiful game.